Hello guys, well, what is up? My name is Dan the Delight, and today I'm bringing you a Jack Harrison Dynamic Duos FIFA 23 player review. You can get Jack Harrison by completing the Squad Builder Challenge alongside Rodrigo in the Dynamic Duos Squad Builder Challenge. So it costs about 20k to do Jack Harrison, so not too expensive, but that will be the price that I will be sort of reviewing him based off of. So as you can see there, he is an 84 left midfielder from England and Leeds. So if you've seen one of my videos before, you'll know that we get into the base stats, then the in-game stats, then some gameplay, then back to the in-game stats where we compare them to how he felt in-game. So let's get into the base stats. 84 overall, made up of 87 pace, 80 shooting, 78 passing, 86 dribbling, 56 defending, and 76 physical. He's got the high work rates, left-footed, 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. I'd rather him be switched, but never mind. I mean, that's still pretty good. Obviously, the stats that stand out there for me mainly are the pace and the dribbling, which is good. That means I'm expecting him to be like a bit of a whippet, get around, easy, score some goals. Hopefully, 80 shooting is not the highest of shooting stats, but I'm hoping that with the pace and the dribbling, he'll get himself into positions where it will just need to be some tap-ins. His passing is pretty low for a left midfielder as well, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. Hopefully the passing stats will be where we want them to be. So yeah, we'll get into the actual in-game stats in just a moment. If you do enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. There will be a link in the description down below full of FIFA 23 player reviews, including the Rodrigo Leeds Dynamic Duo player review, which has just gone up as well just before this one. So let's get into the in-game stats, then some gameplay, and then back to these stats that you can see on the screen where I'll go through them and rate them how they felt in-game. So 87 pace. Made up of 90 acceleration, 85 sprint speed, so that's good. That means that he should be quick off the mark and too fast off the mark, and then even though he will slow down because his sprint speed's lower, it won't matter too much because he'll already be away from defenders. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it with his pace there. Then the 80 shooting, made up of 84 attack positioning, 80 finishing, 87 shot power, 76 long shots, 70 volleys, and 71 penalties. So some good stats there. It's the volleys that's letting it down, so that's not a problem, and the penalties not a problem either. And the long shots, really, don't really use long shots too much either. So the stats that you want to be higher are higher. I'd rather the finishing be a little higher. But the attack positioning is good, and so is that shot power, 87, that's really good. But yeah, unfortunately the finishing is a little bit on the low side. Maybe with a card on him it might increase that a little bit. And the passing at 78, this one's a bit all over the place. 82 vision, 83 crossing, 62 free kick accuracy, don't matter, that's what's bringing it down anyway. And then we've got 81 short pass, 66 long pass, 77 curve. So some good stats on there, particularly the short pass at 81. That's what we want. That's the main stat, and that's one of the higher ones. It's in the top 3 anyway. Vision, I don't really know what vision actually entails. Curve's a little low, which is a shame because I like playing through balls, and I think that's what really does contribute to the through balls. But the long pass and free kick accuracy for me are the 2 least important, and they are the 2 that are the lowest. Now here's the main stat here for him. In my opinion, 86 dribbling, made up of 88 agility, 88 balance. So that means he will not feel sluggish at all, which is absolutely fantastic news because I hate that. 82 reactions, 86 ball control, 86 dribbling, and 80 composure. Incredible stats there, really, really good. Exactly where you'd want him to be for dribbling. So I'm looking forward to taking on some players with this guy. And in the defending, I'm not really going to get into. The only thing that I would really normally get into, I guess for a left mid, is defensive awareness, which isn't too bad. I mean, he's got the high work rate, so he probably will be coming back a bit, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. And then the physical as well, the only one I care about really is strength, and that's quite low at 70, which is a shame because I was expecting maybe a little bit higher to go in hand with the dribbling, because he's got such good dribbling stats. Having good strength as well would have been fantastic, but never mind. But let's get into some actual gameplay, and then we'll go back to these stats and I'll give him an overall, and then we'll see if he's worth it. So, Jack Harrison, let's go by stat. So his pace, unfortunately, did not feel as good as what the card suggested. 90 acceleration, I don't know, that just did not feel right for me. It felt a lot lower, unfortunately. He wasn't really getting away from players. He wasn't beating anyone really by running. I mean, he got away there, but it wasn't really fast. It was just a good pass to set him away, and pretty bad defending, to be honest. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know, the pace just didn't feel right. 80 shooting, probably felt about 80. He did score a few goals for me, but all in all, I mean, he didn't really score that many. A lot of the goals that you're seeing in these clips are where he's assisted. So they're actually Ronaldo scoring the goals, and he's getting the assist for him. So don't be fooled by thinking that he scored loads and loads and loads of goals for me. A lot of them weren't him, they were the assists that he got. But that brings me nicely onto the passing, because his passing was his best stat. His passing was good. He did manage to pass to my strikers and an attacking midfielder in a way that you'd want for a left midfielder to do. So yeah, really good on the passing, to be honest. I can't criticise that. But let's just go back to that shooting, because shooting for me is a very important stat. And it's weird because I think his weak foot was really weak. His left foot was good, but yeah, as I said, he just missed so many chances where I feel like any other player would have probably put it in the back of the net. So unfortunately, his shooting wasn't great either. So that's bad, isn't it? Pace and shooting, not great. But his key stat was the dribbling on the card. And unfortunately, that didn't feel that great either. And I feel like I'm just slandering this guy. And it's unfortunate because I wanted him to be good, like I really did, because I liked players that sort of like where they have their really high agility and balance. But for some reason, he just felt really sluggish when it comes to the dribbling. And I have no idea why, because the card suggested it really shouldn't have felt sluggish. But let's get back into the stats now, and then I'll give my overall review. So the pace at 87 has to come down, and I feel bad doing it, but it has to. 87 pace can't stay as 87. I'm going to have to bring it down to like an 83, 84. Even then, I mean, he didn't feel faster than Ronaldo. And in my Ronaldo review, I upped his pace from 81. And I don't know, I just don't think he felt faster than Ronaldo, which is a shame because his pace is a lot higher. But yeah, it can't be more than 83, 84, I'm afraid. Shooting at 80, I'll probably leave at 80. 80 is not a great stat anyway. So yeah, you can't expect too much from him when it comes to the finishing and that sort of thing, because they're not high stats anyway. So yeah, we'll leave the shooting at 80. Passing will bring up. 78 feels a bit low. His passing did feel quite nice. So yeah, we'll bring that up to like an 80, 81. For me, that was probably his best stat, to be honest, his passing. And that's his worst out of the main ones there. Really, really strange. These stats are just lying to you. Then the 86 dribbling, I can't keep it at 86, unfortunately. It's going to have to come down to like an 83. He had moments where he looked like he could dribble and was doing well, but he just felt sluggish. He just got the ball and didn't turn well, which them stats suggest that he should have been turning like, I don't know, anything. I don't know what turns quick, to be honest. I can't really think of anything. But he should have been turning so fast, but he just didn't. Then the defending and physical, I can't really touch them, especially defending. It doesn't really matter. He's more of an attacking player anyway. Then the physical, I mean, maybe it can be increased slightly because he did get a good jump on for a header. I think I'm grasping at straws here. Strength 70, yeah, maybe that can be increased a little bit as well. But yeah, overall, I mean, we've downgraded most of the stats there and increased the passing. So what it costs? It was about 20k to do this squad builder challenge. Is it worth doing? It's hard because it is only 20k. And to get a first owner card, because you know that them icon tokens are coming, it could be worth doing. If you're a Leeds fan, it's worth doing. Yeah, I don't think so. I wouldn't put him in as my first choice, to be honest. But for 20k, it might be worth doing just so that you've got one of them first owners on the cards there that you can use in some of the squad builder challenges that might be coming back, or some of the objectives that might come through. But I wouldn't choose to use him in my first team. So hopefully that sort of cleared things up. If it did help, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and there will be a link in the description down below full of FIFA 23 player reviews. As always, guys, thanks for watching.